Hi, this is Kate from Izzalicious Designs. As we know, November 11th is Remembrance Day or Poppy Day, Veterans Day, and one of the things that I'm very familiar with on that particular day, when we pay respect to our veterans and our serving men and women, is poppies. And I had made, this is the original poppy that I did the tutorial on. People had asked if there was a way to make it a little bit smaller, and there definitely is. And this is using a different stitch. Now this is the stitch that I used to make the eyeball, and it's, as you can see, quite a big stitch. This one is a lot more compact, and it's the one that I used to make the Santa and some of the other things. I think there's a place for both of these types of stitches. It depends what you're making, but this tighter stitch seems to work much nicer when you're following a crochet pattern. So I thought I'd show you how to make this particular one as well, seeing as November 11th is coming up. One of the other things that people had been saying is that they were finding it difficult to do the magic ring, to start with a magic ring. And with Santa, what I did was I used my loom to help me make that magic ring. The other thing that you can do is use the little single loom contraption that comes with your Rainbow Loom. I've never actually used this, but this you could also put, instead of using your loom like that, you could also put the band around these little bits as well to help you. So what I'm going to do, I'm using, these are those lovely, I think they're limited edition, I'm not sure, but they're a rounded silicone band that I'm using from Rainbow Loom, and I'm going to place that on my peg like this. I'm going to stretch it, and they are more difficult to stretch. Twist it into a figure 8 and put, oh, I didn't do that very well, did I? Let's do that again. Twist it into a figure 8 and pop it back on again, and then I'm going to do that one more time. Figure 8 and pop it back on. So I've got it 3 times. There's 3 loops on that. Okay, now I need to have 8 bands. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to do my magic ring. I'm going to take my hook and I'm going to pop my hook through the centre here. I'm going to zoom in so you can see what I'm doing. Alright, so I'm popping my hook through the centre here. I'm going to take a single band and pull it through, reclaim the end, and I'm going to do a very loose slip knot, just like that. I'm going to keep that loop on my hook and go back down and grab the second band and do the same thing. So pull it back, do my slip knot. Now I've got 2 loops on my hook, so I'm going to take the one closest to me and put it up and over, so it's join those together. And you need to sort of move this round a bit. We're going to do that for all 8 of these bands. Do your little slip knot and join them together. If you need to, just use your hook to help you poke that around, up and over, and then the next one joins them together. Budge around, budge around. I'm just trying to find little ways to make things easier for you. Budge around, and our last one, pull it through, up and over, and then join them together. Keep your hook on that loop, and you're going to lift these bands gently. Sounds awful, doesn't it? Off. Keep that there. That's all you need to do with that hook, loom. Stretch these out so that they are around the circle, because before it looked like a bit of a semicircle, but you just want to stretch them out so that they form the proper circle, and that's how you make your little magic ring. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 is on our hook. We don't need any more black bands. We're now going to move to red bands, and we're only using single bands. Now, as you can see, there's these little teardrops. Can you see there's the front loop and there's the back loop? You've got these 2 little sides here. There's the front and there's the back. So there's 2 loops that make the little teardrop. You're going to go through both, and then with a red band, pull it through, reclaim. This one goes over the top, so you've got a little slip knot, and pull it through that black one. You're going to go through that spot again and do another single crochet, that was called. So back through, reclaim, you're going to go knot it through that first one and then knot it through the second. We're going to do that in the second stitch as well. I'm going to go around between about 4 or 5. So we'll go through that second stitch, do the little knot and join it. Go back through, we're doing an increase, back through that same second stitch for another one. So you've got 2 stitches in that one spot. Now we'll go to the third stitch, which is here. Pull your first red band through, do your single crochet, and now go back through that same spot and we'll do another, which is our increase. It's another single crochet. Go through and through. We want to do this next one here as well. Poke your hook through, grab the single band, knot it, and we'll do one more in here for our increase. 1 and 2. Now you're going to pinch that with your fingers, take your hook out and come back through the other side. This is what we're going to call a turn. Alright, so we're doing a turn. Now for our turn in the second layer, what we're going to do is again 2 single crochets in each one. We're going to skip this one, this first one here, and go straight to the second stitch. Alright, take a single red band and pull it through, reclaim, knot it, and then knot that first one. You're going to do another stitch in that same, another single crochet in that same stitch. Knot the first one and join. So you've got 2 stitches in that first stitch. You're going to do 2 stitches in this one, 2 stitches in all of them. Now please don't forget, if you're making your own poppy, you still really should consider donating to things like the British Legion or all the other charities that help our veterans and our armed forces. So we've done one, let's go back and do another. You redo that one. Pop through the first one and our second, and then we're going to pop our hook in here. Do a single crochet, and I'm going to come back through that first. I'm going to try and, where is the, there it is there, back through here with a single, and I'm going to do a slip stitch. So instead of doing a single crochet where I attach this to here, I'm adding this one to the band as well, grabbing it, and I'm just going to do a slip stitch, and I'm just going to hold that. I'm taking my hook out for the minute. Alright, so this is our first bit of the petal. Now what we have to do is turn it over. Okay, so you're turning it over, and we're going to start here, and as you can see there's 2 little red bands here, 2 little red bands here, 2 little red bands here, and 2 little red bands here. We're going to go through these first 2 little red bands. Okay, so put your hook through, and you're working from under, this is the front, so we're working from the bottom. Okay, take a single red band and drag it through and reclaim and do a single crochet. Now you're going to go through the next pair of red bands, take a single band, drag it through and do a single crochet like that through the next 2. So this is, as I said, on the bottom side of your poppy. Drag it through, reclaim, do your single crochet. Alright, now I don't think we can really, we'll try, we'll get these last 2 red bands. There we go. Now we're going to go, as I told you, there's the top part of the band and the bottom part of the band here. So if you have a look, I'll put my hook through. Do you see you have one side of the band here and the other side? This is the inside, this is the outside. We're going to work through just the inside. So you're only going to have one part of that teardrop. Here's your teardrop that you usually go through. We're going to forget about that bottom part and we're just going to go through that top part. And we're going to put 2 stitches in, 2 single crochets. So here's our first one, and let's do another one through that same one, and then the second stitch here of the black one, we're going to do the same. You're just going through that top part of the stitch, and you're going to put 2 single crochets in there, and you're going to drop everything. You're not, I did. And this third one, 2 in there. Now this is the slip stitch that we had to tie off, so I'm going to undo the slip stitch, okay, making sure that I've pinched it so that I don't lose my stitches. I'm going to put my hook through both ends. I'm going to put the closest one to me up and over, so I have one end on it, and I'm going to do like a single crochet in that. Okay, then I'm going to find these 2 closest red bands to me at the back on the bottom side, and I will do a single crochet through them, and then I'm going to go through one more pair, which is this one and this one. I'm going to pinch, take my hook out, put it through the other way. I'm going to do a single crochet in this first. I've got both the loops, okay, I've gone through both of those loops. I'm not just working in the top part. A single crochet, and then I'm going to do another single crochet in that spot as well. We're doing 2 in each stitch. Find your next one, which is here. And again, you've gone through both the loops, and you're going to do a single crochet followed by another one for the increase. And then here, single crochet followed by another one for the increase. Now the reason that we just worked in that single loop was to change the direction that this petal was going to sit at. It sort of makes it sit up at an angle a little bit. I'm just doing 2 single crochets in each of these stitches. And you have to remember, this is it's a flower. There's petals, so they're not going to be perfectly straight and this, that, and the other. So if they're a bit wiggledy, and that's a technical term, by the way, that's a good thing. Two in each. Now we're moving. If you can see, we've got it comes down here. So we're going behind that first petal that we did. Two in here. You can attach these to a headband. You can make a bracelet and put these on as you know, the charm for a bracelet. We have on November the 11th at Izzy's school, it's I'll just tell you about this. We're going to take a single band and just do a slip knot here. So you're going through those last 2 there, through the loop, reclaim, and tie off. We have Dress for Respect on the 11th, and all the families who have veterans and whatnot are coming into the school for a school assembly, so I thought I would make a bunch of these and slide them onto a headband for Izzy so that she could have a headband with all the different little poppies on it. So yeah, thought that might be quite fun. So this little tie-off band, well, I mean, you can either attach a pin to it so that it can hang down and be a pin, or you can tuck it behind some of these, or at the back here. Another thing you could do is attach it to a paper clip if you're worried that your child is going to be stabbing themselves with a pin, a safety pin. You could just attach a paper clip, thread a paper clip through. See if I can do one. So using a paper clip, you would just sort of, you'd have to stretch it out a little bit, but all you would need to do is just go through a loop or two, maybe two here like that at the back, and slide it around like so, and then bend that back into shape, and then you could actually just slip this on to like the piece of material of their clothing, like, you know, slip it onto a collar of a shirt or something like that, or you can use it as a bookmark or whatever, but I don't have any material to, oh, here we go, my glasses cleaner. So if you've got a collar on a shirt, you could just sort of pop that on like that if you don't want your child to have a safety pin on. But anyway, there you go. That's the little poppy that I've made, which is, as you can tell, it's quite a bit smaller and more compact than the original one, but I think I actually prefer it. So to all our veterans, to all our serving men and women, wherever you may be, thank you. Thank you for sometimes even the ultimate sacrifice, but thank you for our freedom. Take care.